I think I just came to a realization about time and how relative it is. And no, this isn't any crazy science thing or anything. This is just like, this is really, it's pretty simple. And I don't think anyone's, like, I think people already know this. But it's kind of, I just started thinking about it. And it's kind of crazy to connect it to my life. But a year ago, I started college. And when I started, I was thinking at first, like, oh my gosh, these days are going by so slow. Like, when is this going to end? I don't really want to be here. And side note, the college goes by really fast. And my first year flew by. It's actually crazy. And now I actually do want to be there because I like college. I think it's better than high school. But it went by really fast. But that's just because at first I wasn't in a routine. Here's what I learned. Anytime you're in a new situation and you're not used to everything that you're experiencing in it, time is going to move really slow. Because think about it like this. When you're in a new situation, you're learning a bunch of new things and you have to take in everything. You have to learn everything about that new situation because you're probably going to be in that situation for, a bit of time. And this is going to come in later because that part where you're going to be in that situation for a bit of time, so it's beneficial to get used to everything. Because at a point in my life, this wasn't the case, but I'll get into that later. But everything's going slow because you're taking everything in. And eventually, it's weird. You don't even know when you get used to everything. But at some point, if you take a step back, you're going to feel, okay, I've gotten used to this. I have a routine and everything makes sense now. So then time starts to go by faster because you can just be on autopilot. You can get through a day and it can be really productive. Oh, my voice cracked. But I'd have days that were really productive, I'd study, I'd go to classes, I'd go to the gym, I'd hang out with friends, I'd do a lot. And at the end of the day, I'd be in my bed and I'd just be thinking to myself, man, what did I do today? It feels like I didn't really do anything, or it feels like the day went by really fast. And besides the beginning of the school year, where I felt like everything was moving really slow, after a few weeks, the year just flew by. It was crazy. I got used to things pretty fast. But I look back earlier points in my life because I went to the same school from 7th grade to 12th grade. So that was why I wasn't used to that much change from that period, from middle school and high school to college. That transition from high school to college was a big change. But before 7th grade, from kindergarten to 6th grade, I had been to 5 different schools. And it's not like I was a bad kid or anything. I just went to 5 different schools. It's just how it was. I wasn't a bad kid. But in that situation, I was used to change. And I didn't know this then because I wasn't thinking about time in that way. I thought I was going to be a kid forever back then. But now I'm realizing at that point in time, you think that, man, that point in my life must have taken forever. When you're young, time kind of does take forever because like each year is a bigger part of your life. But in the same way, I was not in that same situation to where I was new and I needed to take everything in. Since I was so used to change, I think I skipped that part of needing to learn everything. That part of my life went by really fast because every time I changed the situation, I was like, oh, okay, I'm leaving these people. I'm leaving this situation. I don't really need to take anything from it because I'm not going to come back. Things are changing really fast. So I never really needed to take anything. So at that point in my life, I never felt like everything was moving slow. This transition from 7th grade, this transition from high school to college was really the first time where I had a big change that was going to affect my life for a while. Like the last 6 years of my life were this way. And I go to a drastically different situation, and the next 4 years after that previous 6 years are going to be very different. That was the first time in my life where the change was actually going to last a long time, in contrast to when I was younger, to where I was changing situation a lot, but each situation's change didn't really have that long or that lasting of an effect, so it didn't matter. So it was really jarring to me. I was like, oh my gosh, why is time going by so slow when I was first in college? It was crazy, but yeah, that's what it is, really. Anytime you're in a new situation, you just have to take you have to take it slow at first. You automatically take it slow because you have to take everything in. And it's kind of cool to think about, because how relative time is in that way. Because it's just like that. You don't notice the exact moment where everything starts to speed up, but you can definitely see a difference anytime you change a situation where things will be moving slow, and then at some point things will be going fast. And I think that's how it is with a lot of things in life. Not just time, like, just like practice makes perfect. And there'll be things where you have to really be mindful of what you're doing at first, and then eventually it just clicks and you don't even really have to think about it. I mean, for me, what I've noticed is I can see that in driving, because I just got my license, I'd say a few months ago, in the winter, and I'm still a new driver, but I'm definitely not as hyper aware as I used to be. When I first started, oh my gosh, I was overthinking it so much. But now, and I think I still do, because I'm still quite a new driver, but I don't think about driving while I'm driving nearly as much as I used to, because I'm used to it. A lot of the things that you have to do when you're driving are just second nature to me, and I don't really have to think about it. And again, this isn't really a crazy idea. I just find it kind of cool how this also plays into time, because I didn't really think about how it plays into time as well. But yeah, a lot of people who I know who have been driving for a lot longer, like my parents, they've been driving for a while, and they'll say, man, I don't even really remember how I got to this place. I mean, you drove there, but you can't really think of any moment in particular while you were driving. You were just on autopilot the whole time. It's kind of cool. Or still a lot of things. Like I played basketball a lot in high school on teams, or just eventually I just started doing it for fun. Now I just play basketball for fun because I had hoop dreams, but not anymore. But I remember when I was younger, I was the overthinking hooper. I used to think about things so much. But now I think this is also partly because I don't play it. I don't play competitively anymore, so basketball doesn't matter. So anytime I'm in the gym, I'm messing around. It doesn't really matter. But I don't think about what I do. I just do it. And it's because I've been playing basketball for so long. I'm so used to it. I don't need to think about what I need to do. In fact, I think it's better that I don't think about what I need to do. I just do it automatically. Because that little time where you think about something, that's valuable time where you could have already done what you needed to do. And bro, that's why that saying, practice makes perfect, applies to everything. Because once you can autopilot, it sounds bad. It sounds a little uncomfortable, especially in this like AI age where everything is automatic. But I think in your own life, you want to be as automatic in as many things as possible, because it's really efficient. It's really efficient. It's how things just go by more smoothly. And I think all the points in my life where everything has been automatic, I think it's just been more smooth in a way. Yeah, it's kind of cool. Think about it in that way.